semester break is almost over here in Germany, and while summer is a time to rest, it's also a time to reset. As you may know, for many education professionals, summer is the time of the year when they will get their classroom ready, they will organize their resources, plan for the year ahead. So today I'm going to show you what teachers usually do in their free time during the summer break. Part of this for me is organizing my resources. The past semester has been very stressful. I had the opportunity to take on two new courses. That was very exciting, but I had to create a lot of resources for those classes. I'm really into game-based learning, but a lot of the resources you can find on the internet or that are shared on platforms like Teachers Pay Teachers, they usually do not fit the theme, the grammar topic, or the overall objectives of the class, and so I have to create a lot of them from scratch. So for the past semester, I had to create a massive amount of activities, and I didn't have much time to organize it at all, so it's simply sitting in random boxes on my shelf, and it's driving me crazy because I can't find anything in them. I have to dig through tons and tons of folders and boxes before I can find anything, and that's really annoying me. So today we're gonna reset my shelf and we're gonna organize these shelves so that next semester I can find the resources I need and the activities that I need for my classes. So in this video I'm gonna give you a tour of my current setup. We're gonna prepare some activities and some card games for the semester ahead, and then I'll show you how I decided to reorganize my resources for the next semester. I hope this video gives you new ideas for your own setup, especially if you are juggling with tight spaces, low budget, and creating a lot from scratch like I do. Let's go! As I used old cardboard boxes, old gardening books, old folders that I found on street corners that people were giving away for free, it's not really making sense. And so to reorganize my teaching materials, I had to invest in a bit of equipment or storage items. I got these trays, for example, on Vinted. I had to build them myself, but they're like very easy to set up. I'll show you. So I got these 4 trays. I got them on Vinted, and in these trays I will store the mostly warm-up activities and card games. I have a lot of them, so they need a proper corner of their own, and I need to be able to access them easily because I use them in almost every single class that I give. How will I store the cards? Well, I bought those mesh pouches of Amazon. They're color coded, so I was thinking maybe 1 color per course, but I don't know if I'll have enough. We'll see. So those mesh pouches will go in the trays. Somehow, we'll find a way. And then I like to have a handwritten or at least a printed version of my class plan in case something goes wrong. For example, the internet fails, I can't log into my account or something like that. So I'd like to print all of my class plans, at least for the upcoming semester, and I got folders to organize those class plans. So again, I'd probably go with 1 color per class. If that works, we'll see how much documents I have to store. And I also have former courses that I do not give anymore that are just sitting on the shelf, really badly organized, just heaps of papers and documents that have no home. So I'm hoping I'll be able to store everything in those folders. Okay, let's go. Yellow will be a B2 level class for French. The class focuses on studying in France. This one is a random mix of A1 and A2 games and cards for French as well. Right behind it we have conjugation game for all levels. This is just conjugation games. Here we have, what do we have? Warm-up activities, so random warm-up activities, mostly B1 level, but they could be used for B2 as well, to review some topics or some concepts. And here we have, it's another B2 level class, sorry. It focuses on cinema and French literature, so the class is also for French. And of course, each pouch has a corresponding folder. Alright, I am now done with the teaching materials, meaning the card games, the flashcards, etc. And now I'm gonna move on to the class plans, and all of this is in a separate folder or in separate folders based on what level it is, so A1, A2, B1, B2. I might explain later what those levels are, that might be a good idea, but yeah. Let's go. As said before, all of those cards are activities that I use in class. I do not take them all at once because I do not need them all at once. I will just dig through a bag and take what I need for the said class. At home I usually store my class plans in folders, but when I have to go on site, on campus to teach, I usually pack everything in like these kinds of folders. So when I open it, I usually... Oh, this one's empty. Oh no, it's just the wrong way. Oops. Can I show you? I can't show you this one. No, I can't show you this one. So what I do when I go on campus is I usually grab the folder of the said class, so B1, B2, B2, and I put in the documents or the worksheets that I need for the day. This is pretty empty because the semester is over and I emptied everything, but that's what it could look like. We worked on graph analysis, for example, this semester. What did we do here? Oh, relative pronouns. Oh, here is my class plan. So this is what I would usually try to print out. I usually know in advance what I'm supposed to do for the class, but it's good to have a paper form backup in case the internet fails or something goes wrong in general. Oh, I have loads of material to tidy up here. Oops. Yeah, so I need to print more of those. And the goal right now is to empty those. This is empty, this is almost empty, but this is not empty and there's so much in it. This was the B1 level folder, so it's very intensive. That course is very intensive. Okay. I found this warm-up activity on Canva. The template was for free and we could just use it and change it. So the template was originally in English and I thought this game would be such a cute game as a warm-up activity for French. So I used the template, I translated it, and this is the goal of the game. So in pairs, students will have an animal card. Here we have a sheep, and they will have a sound and a verb card. So this is the sound that one of the animals in the set makes, and this is the verb. So, do you know what does a sheep say in French? And the students have to match the cards. Oh, a sheep says bé, and the verb is bêler. And I have this for several other animals. So here we only have the sounds and the verb cards. Oh, you can't really see because it's mirrored, but yeah, cat, meow, etc., etc. Oops. And here we have the animal card, so they'd have to match the animal and the sound that it makes. It's not really a learning objective in class for the B1 level, but it's a cute game, and the B1 level is pretty heavy in grammar. It's quite long, it's tedious, it can be sometimes overwhelming for the students because there's so much grammar, so many new things to see and to master in the span of 12 weeks, because that's how long a semester is usually here. And so sometimes to take off some of the pressure, I give them that kind of games to start. It's just, it's fun, it's cute, they like it, and we could justify that it's, I don't know, a cultural aspect of the language, I do not know. But I know that it's fun, so I hope they will enjoy it next semester. I'm just jumping in quickly again, but you might have noticed on the last shot that I have some cards with those weird symbols on it. It's not witchcraft, it's the phonetical alphabet. Of course, in class, we do not expect the students to sound like a native. The pronunciation does not need to be perfect. However, it needs to be good enough so that there is no communication problem. And so in class, I mostly teach to native German speakers, and these 3 sounds are most of the time very difficult for them because they do not exist in German. Those 3 sounds are called nasal vowels. You probably know what a vowel is, but some vowel sounds are nasal, these 3, so they start from a regular vowel. For example, let's take this one, it starts with a O, but the air comes out of your nose and comes out of your mouth at the same time when you pronounce it. That's why it's nasal, because the air comes out from your nose. And these sounds are super hard for German speakers to make. And so we have great fun in class when it's time to review the nasal vowels. Even at B2 or C1 level, it's super fun, because we basically spend 15 to 20 minutes making weird sounds with our mouth. So O, etc. It's very fun. It sounds weird on camera, but in classroom, it's really fun. So this is what I ended up doing. This is the English folder. I do not teach English anymore. So all of the cards, board games, activities, etc. This is from, what's the course book again? English file. English by Elea, intermediate, and all of the material comes from the book. So I just have the material and then just very, very quick class plans with just the page number and the exercises that we did, and then what warm-up I was going to use for the session. So this is for English. And this is what I ended up doing for French. So here are the warm-up activities. I need an easy access to them. That's why they're at the front. I use them every single session. And then at the back, we have the pouch for the B2 level class about cinema and literature. It's the class that I'm teaching next semester, so it needs to be there. And this is just class plans and grammar worksheets. I forgot about that, but actually I had already written everything down last winter, so thank you, Elea. And so the other pouches for the summer semester and for the other levels that I'm not teaching next semester, everything is here, available, but not with the class plans. I'll take care of that later because I wanted to do it today, but I don't really need it. I have to admit, I'm very happy with the results. I do not have to dig through tons of cards before finding anything, and that's just fantastic. I feel so much calmer now. I will probably have to move things around as the next semester goes on because I'll probably have even more material than now, but for the moment it's working well. We'll see how long you can keep it organized. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please like it or share it with a friend. See you next time. Bye!